Chapter 6. The Rise and Fall of State Banking, 1932 to 1945. One. Origins of interest-free doctrine. German state banking experiments in the 1930s drew from Gottfried Feder's critique of interest servitude. His lectures influenced Adolf Hitler, who integrated the abolition of interest into the National Socialist program. Monetary policy, for the first time, was framed as a tool of sovereignty rather than a concession to private finance. Footnote: Feder's theory made credit a public instrument, not a private franchise. 2. Reichsbank transformation. Initially run along conventional lines under Hjalmar Schacht, the Reichsbank financed rearmament through Mayfo bills, a shadow credit instrument. When Schacht resisted further rollovers in 1939, he was dismissed. A June 1939 law subordinated the Reichsbank to the Reich Chancellor, making it an explicit state bank. Hitler, like Napoleon before him, insisted on direct state control of money issuance. Footnote: By statute, the Reichsbank was converted from central bank to state treasury arm. 3. Economic consequences in Germany. From 1933 to 1939, German GDP doubled, unemployment collapsed from 30% to near zero, housing expanded, infrastructure boomed, and barter trade bypassed the international payments cartel. Price stability was maintained even as output surged. In comparative terms, U.S. unemployment remained nearly 20% by 1940, revealing stark divergence. Footnote: State-directed credit enabled high growth without parallel inflationary spiral. 4. Italy's state banking. Mussolini's corporatist model merged state and corporate functions. By 1936, the Banca d'Italia became a state institution with sole credit issuing power, freed from the gold standard. Public works expanded dramatically: roads, canals, schools, reclamation projects, underwritten by state-created credit rather than foreign loans. Footnote: Italian banking reform shifted note issuance from private syndicates to the state. 5. Japan's adoption of state banking. After exposure to C.H. Douglas's social credit ideas, Japan restructured the Bank of Japan in 1932, culminating in a 1942 law modeled on Germany's 1939 Reichsbank Act. Unlimited state-directed credit fueled industrial growth, manufacturing output rose 140%, GNP 259%, unemployment fell, and disputes declined. By 1940, Japan led East Asia economically. Footnote: State control of credit transformed Japan from depression victim to industrial leader. 6. International backlash and war. Germany and Japan's abandonment of usury-based credit systems alarmed entrenched financial powers. Diplomatic isolation, embargoes, and ultimately war followed. Japan, strangled by U.S.-led blockades on oil and raw materials, struck militarily in December 1941. Germany, surrounded and provoked, entered total conflict. Both cases illustrate finance as casus belli. Footnote: Wars of the 1939 to 1945 era can be analyzed partly as wars of monetary system preservation. 7. Post-war settlements. Defeated states saw their banking systems restructured back into conventional central banks: Germany's Bundesbank, 1948, 1957, and Japan's post-1945 Bank of Japan under U.S. supervision. Independence was reimposed, aligning both with the global central banking consensus. Later integration into the ECB, for Germany, and compliance with Basel Accords, for Japan, reflected resubjugation to international financial orthodoxy. Footnote: Post-war reforms ensured reintegration into the global creditor system.